Hi there, my name is Mila. For over 20 years, I had the good fortune to participate in a world-renowned Toronto International Film Festival. Over the years, I've had the great pleasure of interviewing and interacting with many of the biggest and brightest stars in the industry, always bringing my own personality and making each of them comfortable and relaxed, getting the best out of them. Please have a look at some of my close encounters. Have fun watching.
Oh, well, we adore you.
I love Russia.
Hi, how are you? It's my 15th times with you. Last year, I sang Happy Birthday for you.
Thank you.
Well, what attracted you to that project, and how was to work with Adam?
Well, it was Adam initially. I'd worked with him before. He's a great friend, and he's someone whose work I've consistently admired. So I was halfway there just knowing it was him. I've also worked with Reese before, and the fact that she was involved made me pretty ready to jump at it. And then, of course, it's a relentlessly fascinating story.
And everybody told it different, but you told it from a different point of view.
I think they will tell it differently. We're not the last people to tell this story, and I would welcome that.
What really attracted you to this project? You're such a huge...
I wanted to work with Paolo Sorrentino.
Well, I'm just wondering how... tell me your secrets to look like that.
I'm happy, I sleep a lot, and I stay active.
Where do you get the strength, the inspiration to play such incredible characters? Incredible. All of your,
Soul, of course. Where else do you think?
So you know any Russian words?
Нет.
Yeah. It's already enough. Thank you so much. Спасибо.
Thank you.
I just wanted to know, how do you feel about this project? You've done a million films. What's different?
No, that is what is so different. I mean, for a start, if you're an actor, I'm 82 years old, and I get offered a lead in a film. How many scripts are written where the leading man is 82 years old? And you get a movie with the Academy Award-winning director, because the year before he did this, he won the Academy Award for Great Beauty for Best Foreign Film. So for me, the whole thing was a miracle, a miracle.
Performances everywhere. So I just wanted to know, how did you feel about this particular subject, and how did you feel about working in that with that kind of actor?
I was very passionate about the subject. I've always had a great, deep, abiding respect for Dalton Trumbo, what he stood for, and a disbelief at the punishment that he took for speaking his mind and for not bowing down to people who wanted to put him under their thumbs for stupid reasons.
You play extremely complex character, but yet such a strong. What inspired you to get into that? Because you were absolutely mesmerized.
Oh, thank you. That's very, very kind of you to say. I think I always try and find a mixture of sort of strength and weakness in characters, because as human beings we all possess both of those qualities, and I think it's important to see that in characters in films. It's real, it's real life. It's real life.
So one Russian word.
Спасибо.
I think it's fine, yes. And just how was it to work with? He's actually a relatively new director.
I was just desperate to work. I've always wanted to work with Joe. He's such a talented actor, and when he brought the project to me, I was, very flattered, but also was able to have these really great creative conversations with him that kind of, I just wanted to keep having that conversation every time we got together. We really kind of dug deeper and deeper into the project and kind of carved out this character and lifted it off the page. And I think it was, the opportunity to witness him witness the birth of this new phase of his career, really.
Thank you so much. One little question.
Hello.
Russian television. Congratulations. And I wanted to know how...
Пожалуйста.
Oh, say.
О! Извините, я не говорю по-русски.
Шикарно. Потрясающе. Just wonderful, honestly. First of all, how challenging it was for you to play like double role director and star, and what would you prefer?
Well, I love them both. I just had the idea for the movie, and when I was coming up with it, I was like, well, this is what I want to do with the camera, and this is what I want to do with the music, and this is what I want to do with the editing. So I should just direct it, and I'm glad I got the chance to.
Well, thank you so much. Say it again.
Thank
Something.
you.
in Russian.
Спасибо, спасибо. Пока.
Okay. Matt, I'm from the country of first Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, and you even look like him.
I've seen the statue driving into Moscow of Yuri Gagarin. Yeah,
And in Moscow, when?
yeah. Well, years ago, would have been 2003, shooting the Born Supremacy.
Right. Do you know any Russian words?
Niet.
Yes?
One word.
I don't know any Russian. Niet.
Are you an expert?
George, do you still love Russian vodka? As you told me 2 years ago.
What's that?
You told me 2 years ago you love Russian vodka.
I do.
Russia.
Well, you know, I love vodka. It doesn't even have to be Russian vodka. I love vodka.
I think your character influenced really the feminism. And what do you think about your character? How was it to play?
Well, the great thing about my character, she's not a character, she's a real person, and she influenced feminism in, I think, immeasurable ways. She is someone who has always spoken about what she believes and also gotten on the ground to fight for it, and has actively made so many changes within her sport and within our world and the conversation about equality. So it's really amazing, and it was such an honor to play someone that is truly has so much integrity and so much strength.
What is the funniest thing about Andy Kaufman? What do you think?
Oh, Andy was an anarchist, you know, and I find anarchy funny, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm from Russia.
I'm the one that, you know, I'm the one that like pulls the tablecloth out and tries to not move any of the dishes, you know, and that's what I do in life, and that's what Andy did. He was always one to go, is everything in the proper place, and then kick it over, you know? Really.
How challenging was this role for you?
Well, it's challenging because the role moves in a very thin line between what is likable and what is not likable. So you have to be playing those two colors at the same time, because the audience should not know what is going on. So that was the tricky part, I guess.
Do you feel it's affected your life, like it changed your life, this movie, in a special way?
I feel like it's opened up my eyes and my to just elements and parts of myself, like more vulnerability that I even knew I had access to, which kind of widens my range, hopefully.
Я не знаю, что я говорю. Я не знаю, что я говорю. Is that good? I don't know what I'm saying.